are you supposed to use these stupid things? How's everyone doing today? So we have a different type of, you could say it's a Japanese weapon, the nunchuk or nunchaku. It's also another name for it. So these right here. I used to be pretty good with them, but these are so light that they bounce out of your hand. So, because in California you're not allowed to have real ones. But thought I'd give a little background. I've seen a couple videos before where people were like, these are the stupidest things ever invented. You couldn't go up against a sword with one. Well, we're going to get into that. So, hi Tomo. Come here. I would appreciate if you didn't eat my microphone. Anyways, they're used in what is called Okinawa Kobudo and karate. Karate translates to empty hands because you're using your hands. But they weren't actually intended to be used as a weapon. They got famous in the 70s because of Bruce Lee, using them in the movies. But initially, what they're designed to do, they do have some moves that you can use for defending yourself with them, but not with a sword. That you're going to be turned into a pincushion if you try. But anyways, what they're initially were made for is speed training, to train you to move your arms fast and to help develop better posture. That's all the nunchucks are for. They're not really a weapon. They're a training tool. The origins where they come from is not too clear. I tried to look up when they were invented, and I decided not to get into that in this video because there is literally 4 or 5 different stories, and none of them are really set in stone. So really nobody really knows. They did originate in Okinawa, and what they think is they came from a flail. If you don't know what flail is, it's basically has a one of these would be super long. They used them in Europe too, and then you would have a shorter piece right here, so you would swing it. Well, they used them for rice paddies, okay, to knock down the rice paddies. So they think that's where they derived from, was from a flail. Somebody just went, hey, you know what, if we shortened that one long pole to the length of this, we'll have a training tool. So there are similar ones in the Philippines. Let me see if I can't pronounce this. Tabaka Toi Oko. Something like that. The difference between the Philippine weapon, because it is considered a weapon there, and the Japanese version is from this point up. That's how long their handles are. So it's half the length of a traditional nunchuck. So there are similarities to it, and they're connected the same way, rope or a chain. But a lot of people are like, these are stupid. I've seen on videos, they're pointless. You couldn't defend yourself with one, you know. And they always bring up a sword. Well, it wasn't designed to go up against a sword. Could you defend yourself with these if you were good in it? Probably, if you had, like, you know, multiple attackers and they didn't have a sword. Yeah, because, you know, you can clonk someone on the head with one. Possibly if they had a knife, you might be able to knock the knife away. But overall, they're a training tool, is what they are. Got these ones off of Amazon. Had really good reviews. But like I said, the problem is they're a little bit light. So when you throw it and you try to catch it in your hand, once it hits right here, it wants to bounce out of your hand. I was hoping I could pop the bottom off, and it looks like I might be able to, and put a little bit of weight in there and then glue the bottom back on. I just haven't done that. Maybe put a little bit of sand in here just to give it more weight, because they're too light. You want a little bit of weight in there, so when it goes around you can catch it. But yeah, that is the nunchucks, or nunchaku, which is another name in Japanese, nunchakus. And they have actually other names for them. They even have a name for somebody who uses these on a regular basis. So I thought, do a video on them, because I always see people doing videos on nunchucks, and like, I don't think they actually dug deep enough to find out the purpose of them. So I thought I'd clear up some misconceptions, because yeah, Bruce Lee made them really, really famous in the 70s with his movies and whatnot. There's even a traditional Philippine martial artist who trains people in them, in the Filipino version. Like I said, their handles are a lot. I looked them up. They're only about that long, the handles, so it's big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Which would be kind of hard to catch it, because I mean, you're thinking about just that much you're catching, instead of like this, because you can really get some leverage with them. So, but that's the video on nunchucks for you guys. And we'll be getting other types of Japanese weapons in that were used throughout their history. A couple I'm going to have to make because you can't buy them. And I really wouldn't call them weapons, because they weren't made to kill. So, but we will see you all later. Have a good weekend. And oh, finally got the final part for my wife's katana build, so that video will be coming up, and I'll show you guys in it all the tools I use to put one together. It's actually real simple. It's not hard. It just takes a little patience. So we'll see you guys in that video. Take it easy.